Right, hello. We're going to start off a couple rebuilds and beginner decks for people. Today we're going to have a look at the Panda ruler, and this is a combo-oriented deck where we want to cheat out multiple of a certain big resonator, and then finish off with a smaller resonator. But basically, at turn 5, you should be able to land 4 1000 1000s and an additional 800 800 and a possible extra 800 800 from the hand. Basically, the deck is geared around doing this. So we have our basic magic stones and our special magic stones related to the ruler, and it's all rare cluster only. So we'll have a look at the ruler first. This is Taegrus Pearlshine. Basically, he's 3 cost to judgment. He has energize at the beginning of the game, gain a gem of any attribute. Now that's really the sentence that we're looking for from the ruler. The J ruler is less important because we're not actually planning the judgment here. We are really just looking for the starting out the gem of any attribute. So the combo is Shin Shin and Ray Ray, acrobatic twins, says when this card enters your field, you may banish 2 light gems. Okay, if you do, search your deck for a panda and put it into your field, and then shuffle your deck. So he is also a panda. So you could actually play this card, summon another Shin Shin and Ray Ray from your deck, and then their enter effect will resolve, and you banish 2 more gems until you run out of gems or run out of twins, and then you'll find a Gemblade Emerald at the end of the chain, basically. When this card enters the field, recover up to 4 target magic stones you control if you control a win gem. Basically, you're going to play twins to fetch another twins, to fetch another twins, to get the last twins, and then you'll finish with a Gemblade Emerald. Now, additionally, if you have a Gemblade Emerald in your hand, you could then hardcast your second Gemblade Emerald from your hand, basically for free, right? Because you get the magic stones back. Now, the rest of the deck basically supports this idea on collecting 8 light gems. We have 23 in total gem gainers in this deck, compared to 4 twin spenders and then 4 dual bullets that will go over as your gem spenders. So, starting off, we have Gem Trader. This is very basic of a 300-300. When this card enters your field, gain a light gem. We then have White Cat. When this card is put into a graveyard from your field, gain a gem of any attribute. So you're always starting the game with a win gem, because then you can always just call light gems on any other card. Gain a gem of any attribute. I'll gain a white gem. Now, the important part of this deck is that you need to be able to trade up with your 8 1-drops. You have 8 1-drops that you need to, you could play. Now, one card that lets you do that is Jewel Sword. Target resonator gains plus 200 attack until end of turn. Gain a gem of any attribute, and then that resonator gains 100 extra attack for each different attribute. So it's generally gaining 400 attack, and you're gaining a gem of any attribute, generally light. This card lets you trade up plus as additional 1-cost gem gainer. Now, for 2 costs, we have our Orphica. This is a secret rare, so don't feel pressured if you're a beginner to have 4 copies of this card. Sorry. Pandas you control gain plus 200 plus 200. When this card enters your field, remove another target resonator from the game. At the next end of turn, put it into field under its owner's control. So if you lead out on turn 1 with one of your 1-drops, with Gem Trader, and then turn 2 you Orphica, it basically gets you another light gem. Yeah. Now, this doesn't work with White Cat because it says White Cat says when it leaves, when it's put into a graveyard from the field, whereas Orphica will remove it from the game. So it doesn't work with White Cat, but it works with everything else. Now, what you really want to do is kill Orphica as well. This is part of tutoring out your win condition. When this card is put into a graveyard from your field, search your deck for a panda, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Generally, when you have Orphica die with a dual sword, like killing something as well, you're going to fetch your Shin Shin. So it's a replacement like card virtually. It's a tutor. You tutor out from killing your Orphica. Now, to support with two drops, when this card leaves the field, gain a gem of any attribute. 2 costs, 600, 600 is generally what we want. So we play him at a few copies. You can Orphica a gem beast as well. This card is a 3 cost, 500, 900. It's a Panda, so it is buffed by Orphica as well. When this card enters the field, gain a gem of any attribute. Now, if you remember, we're starting our with Taegrus. At the beginning of the game, getting a gem of any attribute. We're always starting with Wind. Our Gem Minister, we're always going to call Light. And then we draw a card. Really good to just draw in this deck as well. To assist with drawing, we run 4 Discovery. Gain a gem of any attribute. Draw a card. So we only need to get to 8 gems. 8 light gems, plus the extra wind gem before turn 5. And then turn 5, we should have either drawn a Twins, or have an Orphica ready to die on the board to fetch it. To assist us getting there, we're going to play Dual Bullet. Now, this card is really important because it deals 800 damage if it's awakened. Unfortunately, awakening it means that you're banishing a gem, but I think there should be enough. I mean, we're playing 23 gem gainers, basically. And you only have 4 of this card, or 3 of this card. We run 4 of this card. Yeah? So you should have enough gems in your resource to be able to start pinging things off with this card. It's really good as removal. Now, additionally, to help your removal in Rare Cluster in Mono White, you will need to play Reduction. Reduction is a quick cast 2 cost spell. Target Resonator becomes a 0/100 until end of turn, so removes all other effects before it, and then is that. But you can then chain off our Dual Bullet on it as well, and it'll kill everything as a 2-card combo, or you can send in one of your 1-drops to finish it off, and I highly suggest that. Now, if you're looking to upgrade this deck further, I strongly suggest looking at some of the following cards. This is Rare Cluster only, so some of these extra cards come from Vingolf 3 and other Lapis Cluster cards. So we have Zero's Magic Light, that's as a cheap removal, white only, and then we have Glorious from Crimson Moon Fairy Tale. Sorry, not Crimson Moon Fairy Tale, lol. Coming from Curse of the Frozen Casket. And then we have Amaterasu's Foresight. And then we have Soul because we run basic stones, and we have Luminous Purification. So I'll link the deck list in the description below so you can have a look at it. But if you're looking for a combo deck and you're a new player, I highly suggest checking this deck out. Send us a like over at QuickCast TCG on Facebook and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're just going to run through this pretty quickly. We're going to draw 5 cards. Reduction. Don't want that early. We don't really want a Twins early. We want gainers, yeah. We want gem gaining cards, and then we'll probably draw into another Twin, so I probably wouldn't keep it. I wouldn't keep a Twins because we also don't have any other easy gain. Literally only have 1 gain. So at the start of the game, I'll put a Wind Gem. Let's throw back 4. Send the bottom of deck. Okay, this is better. Let's say I was going first. Call a stone. And now we have Orphica, so we'll play Gem Trader first. Gain a light gem. Yeah. Say, let's draw for turn now. Cool, another Orphica. We'll recover. Calls another stone. Now when this card comes into the field, gain a light gem. So we got 2. I'd probably swing if the board was clear. If not, I wouldn't swing, just because I would play Orphica. I would target my Gem Trader to remove it. And then I would end turn, and it would come back in, and I would gain another light gem because it triggers the enter the field effect again, gain a light gem. So your opponent might have something like that you could easily block with as well. Like you could block with your Orphica, right? So let's say that they attack and you just block. That's fine. When this card goes into the graveyard from the field, search your deck for a Panda. So let's say that Orphica dies. We go to our deck. So in our hand we have Orphica, couple cats. I think now would be a really good time to fetch out our twins. And I would fetch a twin probably. Yeah, twin. Yeah, let's go for a twin. Goes to hand. Yeah. So let's draw for turn now. Another cat, that's okay. And we'll recover all. Call a stone. Gain another light gem because of the enter ability. Just go down to the field, gain a light gem. So now we're at 3 gems. Now we could probably start playing a bit more reactive. Just because we can pull a combo. We have we could nearly have 4 gems, which means like a lot of twins already. So let's just go Orphica again. So that would be removed from game until end of turn. And let's play a kitty cat. And we would end our turn. We would get our gem trader back. And we would gain another light gem because it triggers the enter ability again. So now you can still block because you have so many 1-drops. Let's say you block with the white cat. If the opponent attacks, you would put another light gem. Because this card says when it's removed, when it's put in the graveyard from the field, gain a gem of any attribute. Yeah. So draw the turn. Recover all. Call. Okay. So we have 4. So next turn, we want to combo off because we have 5 stones. And we have this ready to go. So I would just Orphica again. Probably just on the gem trader. There's no reason to Orphica or Orphica. Seems bad. Seems not necessary. So that leaves, I would end my turn without attacking, just so you can protect your life total. And I would gain a light gem. Let's say that they want to attack. You can reduction on a card. And then block. I'd still probably block with an Orphica if you were to block. And you would win that trade. So then you could probably draw for turn. Recover all. Now having multiple twins in hand is actually really bad. So you don't want double twins. But what we can do now is call a stone. And I would gain a 7th light gem. Now we have 5, so let's play our twins. So the enter ability goes in the stack once the summon resolves. And we will pay 2 light gems. Yeah, 2 light gems gone. To search our deck. For another twins. Yeah. Now its enter ability goes on the stack. And we're going to remove 2 more light gems to pull out another twins. Now that ability would go on the stack as well. And we'll remove 2 more light gems to pull out a Gemblade Emerald. Now normally you could pull out like another twins if you wanted the extra stats, But because the card is in my hand, it's kind of pointless. So we'll just pull out the emerald. Now, this card says when this card enters the field, recover up to 4 special target magic stones if you control a wind gem. And we control a wind gem from the start of the game. So we'll recover these 4 stones here. So our board consists of 2 Orphica, 1 Gem Trader, 3 Twins, and an Emerald. So you've just summoned 3 1000s, 3 1000s, and an 800 this turn. You could also then play something else and something else. That's the combo. Hopefully it wins you some games. If you're interested in this combo deck, I hope you enjoy. Thank you.